people assuming that because it's LIC or because it's a government-owned entity, they probably have a 100% settlement rate. But for us, I think with the kind of investment opportunities we have these days, right? The kind of financial literacy available to us, the kind of platforms available, I think it really helps to diversify your portfolio. You're shown that you're getting some amount of interest, guaranteed returns and all of that. But when you actually do the math, you've kind of taken a loss there, right?
If I still want LIC, I mean, because it's LIC, then is that still an option that you could perhaps recommend to people, like you said, for peace of mind or any other reason? Sushant, one of the questions that we get here at Ditto consistently, right, is why don't we sell LIC life insurance, term insurance plans? Because as you know, and as most people know, LIC is LIC. Ultimately, no matter what happens, whether it's a government affiliated organization, whether there's a bad rep with some of its agents, doesn't matter. It's LIC. People trust the brand, right? It's something that people have grown up with. They've seen it around and they know that no matter what happens, my money in LIC is safe. And so if term plans, ultimately you're buying for peace of mind and you want to make sure that after you buy a term plan, your nominees get the payout, right? Why shouldn't LIC be the first option that people should consider? And why have we as advisors and as a company chosen to stay away from this ultra popular, uber, available brand, right?
I think like you rightly mentioned, right, it's been a household name for most of us growing up. In India, you think life insurance, LIC is the first name that comes to mind. I think where a common misconception happens is people assuming that because it's LIC or because it's a government-owned entity, they probably have a 100% settlement rate. Their actual settlement numbers are not 100%. If you look at the IRD report, it's at par with all the other players.
And this is for term plans only.
So they don't give the bifurcation. LIC has to submit a number that, look, last year we got 1 lakh claims and we settled X number out.
But death claims.
Death claims.
Now,
that could be for their endowment plans, which are 1 lakh policies as well.
That's okay. Same
for their term insurance, which could be a 10 crore policy as well. So if I were to quote numbers, right, over the last 3 years, their claim settlement ratio has been about 98.5, 98.6%, which is not bad. It's well above the industry average. And if I look at the amount settlement ratio, that's quite good as well. That's about 95%, which is along with, along the lines of some of the highest like Max Life, which also has about 95%. Coming to their actual portfolio of products that they offer. One, their majority focus has always been on endowment plans, the money back policies, the infamous money back policies.
Basically, you also get death benefit, but you also get some money invested. And I mean, it's a mishmash of both, so you don't get the best of both worlds.
Very true. I think that's as simply to put it across. You do get some sort of maturity or survival benefits in that you're shown that you're getting some amount of interest, guaranteed returns and all of that. But when you actually do the math, you've kind of taken a loss there, right? In terms of how much you've pumped in there versus how much you got back 20 years later.
Loss, it's not at par with, say, just buying a simple mutual fund versus, with a very low expense ratio versus a term plan, right? Pure term plan. So that combination you're seeing probably is slightly better or optimized better for returns, much better for returns versus, the kind of money you're investing. Versus just buying an endowment plan that, say, an LIC sort of offers, right?
And here I think I don't blame most of our parents for having LICs. It's a bit hard to find people in our generation holding LIC policies, but a lot of our parents do. In fact, when I joined Ditto, that was the first thing I did. I went back home and I looked at Dad's LIC policy. Now look, for them 20, 30 years ago, they didn't have too many investment opportunities, right? They had gold or FDs or land, right? This is pretty much all it was. So for them, LIC was a way of securing their family and also diversifying their investments.
And added tax benefits, etc. Even 5%, 6%, it's pretty good.
It looked attractive. But for us, I think with the kind of investment opportunities we have these days, right? The kind of financial literacy available to us, the kind of platforms available, I think it really helps to...
There are better ways to allocate money, is what you're saying.
I think a better way to diversify your portfolio.
But specifically, still, let's talk about the term plans themselves. You said there are 2 term plans, right? And I want to know more about this, right? What are these term plans and who is it for, right? If it is for anybody, right?
So firstly, let's start with the term plan that's available offline only or through their agents or offices or point of sales. This is called Jeevan Amar. Now, this is a plan that works like a normal term plan. To answer your question of who it's for anybody looking for a term insurance. There's no specific profile I can think of. The only caveat I would say with this policy is that it's about 50-60% more expensive than the average term insurance available out there. Meaning if a normal term plan of 2 crore cost me 20,000 a year. This one would cost me 30 to 35,000.
Got it.
For no reason other than the fact that the agent commissions are a bit higher.
Correct.
And there's a lot more physical running around paperwork that he has to do. Therefore, he gets to take a higher cut. No other reason. And it's not a 1 year commission he takes. You're paying an additional amount every single year over the entire span of that policy. As a policy, it's not bad. It has a good cover amount available. You can choose all the riders and add-ons, your accident benefits, critical benefits, premium
LIC
waiver.
is up there. So
it's up there. In terms of the product, it's up there. I think pricing is the only reason where we felt that, hey, does it really make sense?
All right.
Now coming to the online term plan that was introduced very recently, I think somewhere in the last 5 years. This is called E-Touch plan. Now this plan is, I think, LIC's approach to kind of cracking the online market, trying to be more competitive with brands like HDFC and ICICI, where you're offering it at more sort of comprehensive or competitive rates. Right. So if we looked at prices, we found some situations where they were at par with some of the best private brands. In some cases, maybe 5% here or there, right? Up or down, both ways. Still reasonable, right? Something you can consider.
Correct.
I think the only reason or the issue that we felt at the end of the day was the fact that they did not have any riders. They did have, I think, just the accident death rider, which is anyway not something Ditto actively recommends, right? It's not something that's available or everyone should take. But essential riders or add-ons like a critical illness add-on or a waiver of premium, where you are given some additional support in these scenarios, those were missing in this plan. So if you're someone who wants a pure and simple vanilla term insurance, and you do want that peace of mind of working with LIC, then maybe this is a product you can consider. Nothing against them on that front.
Understood. Yeah, so that's what I was coming to, because I get that maybe the prices are higher and you know, in some cases, obviously online plan doesn't have all the riders that we'd recommend. But yeah, I mean, if I still want LIC, I mean, because it's LIC, right? Then is that still an option that you could perhaps recommend to people, like you said, for peace of mind or any other reason, right?
Definitely. I think that's one thing that I quite proudly advocate, right? That if you're buying insurance, you're buying it for peace of mind.
Correct.
Right? You're not buying it for some money back or some monetary sort of benefit here. So if LIC is the one that gives you peace of mind and you're okay with that peace of mind coming at an additional cost of even 50-60%, go for it.
That makes sense.
At the end of the day, you've now secured your family, and that's what is the kind of end goal or outcome here.
Hey there, I hope you liked the video, and like always, I know that we don't sell or recommend LIC term plans, but still, if you want to talk to our advisors, if you want to know more about term plans, or if you have some questions in mind, I would strongly suggest that you book a call with Ditto. You can find the link in the description box below, and we will offer you transparent, honest advice just like we did here. We won't push you to buy either this plan or that plan. We'll just give you our advice, and if you still want to buy LIC or any other product, you can do it on your own accord. No compulsion, no spam. We will not harass you. So yeah, please talk to our advisors, and till then, like, comment and share this video with your friends and family, and yeah, we will see you again soon. Until then, happy insurance hunting.